medawase na mabo mabaso.
Okay.
Nsem-Pii TV mosomo ye mafamu de boa media space no ene nsemu a ebi no ante eche na mo de call YouTube.
Nsem-Pii TV nie
a tip for December 7 atwam ama NDC bosha o mo share no afi ni ehu so mo ya na se o mo nye along the line and nanu ya wona okuada mu ho ebeto odwa se Ghana oni bia wo call fuel station call se wo kwa akoto fuel e de agu ka mu no anasa DBA petroleum say diesel say fuel say petrol mu any other thing bia no aban at the one Ghana city I friend sustainability living no e ba beto so anasa wo tum e de akọ one city Ghana for anu gusu a omugusu omu ebobo hu amele yinim de course so Felusufosu kwa chene Dennis Miracles abwaje a whole lot of things and of course all joy news but along the line it for scandal be so ya tuja yes scandal be ya tuja na okay scannable ma ya kobe $24 million na 2016 ana sane money na start here and if papa your friend say Ibrahim Mahama ho Sabri or the Bryce Simmons akwa kujina court 2016 more Yura Mahama kan ketesi papa your friend God na Sabri akumonsa kan krata ani ade bia Yura Mahama granted tax a whole lot of tax at the Ibrahim Mahama company no alongside no eni ma bi kopi mu e port ama sika twie bi ene letters bi kofifa ni pa bi nsa say any other host of things Mempese me kan sem na chia no ntie nya abotre ni ntie Ibra panyi God na Sabedi akon wabro provide any details of the alleged $24 million efa Ibrahim Mahama sikani ba akopɛ ho
eno na mo ka dia we are also telling you say Ibrahim Mahama na ne nua president ono so kra heavy duty equipment at the Ghana has all the be ya kwan dia BCC ono so when duty otua 44 DAP checks o sign check no na odema general na wa clear ni goose no na clear ba the goose na den eko o yes 44 NPP ababre so eno muhu no say juma wodi no obi ankoche no Ibrahim Mahama irokwa anche no NIB then BNI anche no Ghana police here di anche no what they did ne say oye Ghana ni we businessman we juma Ghana for no afọ enti tua tax na was sign 44 DAP checks and clear no tua na fa on video ko na kwa ejuma nobody Ibrahim Mahama wasn't arrested
okay kwa
yes I want to me
that checks no what's the attacker 44 but my dream baby so my cross check so the verification is here GR4 ebe ka asem ni bi almost na nya 44
na na saying
24
wow
it's my main kind story no
okay onti odie 24
but kwaku asem we 2017
yeah
if you are in 2025
8 years now
5
plus
8 years
yes
e be nkofo nkai
my main kind story no mami ko
the story where dated 25th April 2017 was that the Ghana Revenue Authority has explained that businessman Mr. Ibrahim Mahama issued 24 checks and not 44 as been reported. The checks were to pay for duties on equipment and vehicles he imported through the Tema port in 2015.
Okay.
Through his two companies, MBG Limited and Holman Brothers, he imported the heavy-duty construction equipment and vehicles into Ghana in 2015 and entered into an agreement with the GRA to spread payment of the import duty over some months. According to the GRA, the checks, 24 in total, 12 for MBG and 12 for Holman Brothers, were for monthly installments from January 2016 to December 2016. In a radio interview as a perfect question said, Mr. Robert Mensah, an National Commissioner at the GRA in charge of communications, clarified, quotation, when the January check was presented, we found out that the checks, the accounts were closed. When the January check was presented, we found out that the accounts were closed. Mr. Mensah said, and added that from February to December, they did not present the other checks. the ascensor and a to us. So
near training say. Even account to close no anim say account ni nya adwuma e close and so or the check of that account etroma general for e the yinifidi e the koye that is Ibrahim Mahama John Mahama dua in 2015 nani nua e na president obi an kan hwe NPP ba ban mu no ne NPP e ne say omo kan say ontu asika no na onfa ne hundio Ghana businessman ko
na ni na ye 12.7 million
Ghana cedis
me back to boy scanner ekofo na mo se business na honorable chama akwaje no
8 million
7 million Ghana cedis
me ba ho enti ka se ka na mo ka se wontumi akra a wantu aduti a Ibrahim Mahama wa yebi pan ebiem yase wontumi akobo bank besia so de kodua buru na ontua ye me pa cho ye wa Ghana ha yi ye te se bank bi the merchant bank ye te se businessman bi ekobo obesia wo ho ma bank ni guye me ye ton de ma 40s for ye te say 40s ni kra no related to nkrofobi e wan dis aban ni mu me patcho businessman ben ekobo obesia o merchant bank guye
no those
it is alleged say Ibrahim Mahama kan ho
but the company no
the company na ekobo obesia
but nanyi wo no
okay so the company and ekobo obesia e wo merchant bank e ma merchant bank guye e me ye ton de ma 40s for me wa in fact there is another bank UT bank UT bank and so Ibrahim Mahama yi ajata cement ekobo bank wo ekobo besia wo UT bank and ko na about 50 something million e de ko bi ajata cement e me no so bank no eguye and so obi ankochi Ibrahim Mahama obi anche no because oye businessman obi ko businessman ekobo besia that's bre na okobo besia o de BBC ano enti bi neurisi ano se besia na anko yi a ye di kan ya chi company no ya chi company no edu ba bi ansa na yakoye PS in the view na yakoye nipa o company na chi na yayi nchi so bi koji bank besia de koye adwuma na adwuma na anye yi na eboka
de odi agina mu na
ende e bank no
odi sika no
ani ono na sem enya aban na kwache no Rambo styling enti kwadu bia mode bo wuntumi bia no ebia sida unfortunately no President Mahama ni nua Ibrahim Mahama
ana sani
ma nyina e fa ne ho babla na ne bra e wa ban mu
let me read the story
but you read ni enko
all right so story we dated 7th November 2020 we GNA Ghana News Agency Ghana for nyina news agency no high level of non-performing loans thievery by some staff collapsed my bank.
Okay.
Kofi
Amoaben.
Now yenti was say former CEO of defunct UT Bank Prince Kofi Amoaben says the high level of non-performing loans contributed significantly towards the bank's collapse. He added that as of TV by and to so by men copy relevant quotation no was say wow goodness my copy relevant quotation was say okay my she be me was saying when asked whether or not he anticipated takeover I knew the babe was say when asked whether or not he anticipated a takeover due to the non-performing loans, Mr. Amoaben answered negative, saying, I knew the baby was sick to the point that I had to step out for another person to step in as CEO to restructure it. This Kofi Amoaben no judgment no. What retirement? No, he said money egu. Tie high. I wasn't expecting the baby to die because of the brand we had created and the impact it was having on the national issue. Mr. Amoaben cited loans, including the ones disbursed to Ibrahim Mahama's Jata Cement Company and failure to pay it as some of the reasons that caused trouble for the bank. However, Mr. Amoaben said that he never regretted his decision to advance such a huge loan facility to Jata Cement, which belonged to former President Mahama's brother. And now,
and to where Kofi Amoaben na Eka say, me just want to publish a story with Ghana News Agency.
Not the last one was it on promises by former President Mahama to return collapsed banks to their owners if he wins the December polls. Mr. Amoaben said such promises were not feasible, saying such promises are only good for the ears.
Okay. Enti abusia asem wa ye kan se car ena mo si wuntumi dia ba Ghana na wantua duty ese so utua Ibrahim Mahama wayebi obi anche no se bank besia ena wo si wuntumi akobo ena wuntua ya Ibrahim Mahama na onim ne de wom I wuntumi de no na ne party MPP na wa ben
yes
by Ibrahim Mahama de na ne bra ena ye president e wo Ghana
yes
enye party keko ne bra na nkasa blood na no ye president e wo Ghana MPP ba ben mu no ya mo Ibrahim Mahama memuduem
dabi
MPP ni bia ni hono mo a okwachi Ibrahim Mahama because Ibrahim Mahama a businessman oye na adwuma na se adwuma no ba mfo so a ye wode mra na ye den ye de mra na eka ye de mra na eka but anade yes wuntumi enso ye businessman no ono de in the course of doing the business no yes wa ye bibi eti bibi a wa ye no ene ye ntwe na bo so ye fa ne ko se yoko ye ko esi nti bank wuntumi po de se bank na mu ye eze bank agu
ana na bank
Jata Cement Bank bo se na 54 million Ghana cedis
ye no he fa de
Jata Cement e wo Duty Bank no saying
302 million Ghana cedis
302 million Ghana cedis
302 million
but you want to media now what you as in bank 7 million Ghana cedis enti wa wo hwe nia e koso yi a Ibrahim enti na no pa wo ka say so obi ya mo behihye no a say ye Ibrahim Mahama
you see yes
because ne bra Rajon Mahama by 2029 na we win adwuma as president no ko yenim say 2028 election NDC be lusu MPP be win sa election no ono na wo business e wo Ghana hasi enti eso otimi ka kire ne bra ne say even if se wontumi kura ye bone a momma emra kwan so na emra no enyini boko sadia MPP di yesedu agungu MPP di yopuni a omugina court wa 8 years men DC abama betwitwa nsem mu no momma emra ne nini na ekose dia ene daachi no obi kan teti obi kan daachi ensusu obi kan pa that's right mami go dey na wotia tini bibi abana
oh that story na mami kan say was saying in December 2013 Major Online reported that then Vice President Mahama sat in a June 2012 meeting with board members of Merchant Bank over his brother's defaulting loans. Ibrahim Mahama's engineers and planners, Ibrahim Mahama's engineers and planners company had a $38 million loan debt. Dollars, yes.
Those days.
Yes, which constituted 30% of the struggling bank's 50% non-performing loans.
Wow.
It's not bank, no.
It's bank non-performing loans ni nyina emu 30%. Na Ibrahim Mahama.
Engineers and planners.
Ibrahim Mahama per se na the company IFN engineers and planners.
Yes.
Okay.
Serious. Nsema wa mukeke car sema wa mukeke. Me information kakra me nya chese car no kra na chairman to ne Ghana. Enti woto ya oto cars
na cars ya chi obitum
ho.
Anya no ani say mo so ke duty say wo ho duty ho eni ese ni
enti say wan tua duty ya cho betua. Ana se car no yaje. Say ne no.
Yes.
Enti se nipa no car na ntwifa mu die na mo ka say wa anya duty na mu hia na yaje car no. Ya nchinu ntum. Enti charges bi ho amode bo nipa na ma hwani e kakra de ya ne deputy attorney general na ono no obo ne charge wo social media so no
ya no se nya se be ni
oba e onwa attorney general no ba department ni pa ehwe ho sisi ano sisi o stock in trade no
social media
assembly aba esi edikan ba be gu nipa nani mu ase esani awaye bone why kan nyina sakra na nipa na court because oma ye kwabere dubu ahin bi oma ye other former appointees ni bi and a special prosecutor he has almost pronounced Kenoforiata guilty ansana ordinary beko ansana Dr. Justice Rimsai and so kwa wode wuntumi faso yi say eduba bi a ya because attorney general de wadwuma court na oye no enye media mu
and is a car dey say car no pa can charges no a omo be nwanwa say car no can charges no a ebe nwanwa because obi atwika afemu a eno ase customs for hia na GR for no waje car no eno anu no and e beka se betua duty and I say be ocean ye ocean car no so a first person ye ma no chance so be sa be to sa car no e ye de age car no free no ho enti o so mpa na ya ocean mamanfo enti e de ni ko car say wa kraka e na we ntua duty e na fine ko si yin oh de mo ye nyina na ya ni nyina kwa besisu say de mo ye am ye hunu say we chema wuntumi ni mota no yabo ni tirimu po ye tirimu po se ye be ye ni sei enti wo de mo miampa charges ahoro bebre fangunu so na ya ntete no ba se ye nyame pe se obefiri we nyina mo afi onwu
Asante Pacho prepare honorable titles global video na anopado send me no na ye boy e be bo afenwuma kende na ka oni ye bie phone lines kakra na ye ne tie phone so edi enkomo Nsem-Pii prepare honorable titles video no mami okay, that's it.
Enti dia mo de ye no se we ya badwe ma now so wo Ghana ha now what the other side of the divide now so we ni age a ese usu because se we asim ko na wie ye ni nyina to a eya de ne aban sesan beba
na obi kan se ndisi mrante no pese feruso su kwa chia o church nsimu na ni abre den nti a ya maba omi akra ko hu ntumi no na me ka che ne se ono 78 million Ghana cedis na e man as budget onipa ba ko ni shamima muslim so mu no on budget no me se on fata prata nsin chen oyi 1 cedi no abato oyi 2 cedis no abato because that be ba obebu hu akonta and Rambo style na de chi ntumi no on be che omu nyina so sa asante oye krado a yen konkohwemnia na kwa mitewia the first any kojo ansa sasreku anope ewie me chiamo me anopa bofo.
Is that a promise of retaliation if government changes power?
Anything. If it's retaliation, what? There are people. I was in parliament for 2 terms. Haruna Idrisu, Nilante van der Poy, Amako Fibua. There was MPs who were taking double salaries. I know for a fact that when government had wanted to prosecute them, our own MPs, our leadership, have to go and plead with Mr. Akufo-Addo. So please, we know how democratic you are. They've all erred. Leave them. And Mr. Akufo-Addo agreed. For the sake of peace and sanctity. You understand? When Ibrahim Mahama signed that checks, you remember? Those checks that he signed, he cleared goods from the port, and the checks that he issued, well, didn't go through. That alone, they should have held him before court. When we came to power, we said no. He's a businessman. But please, arrange and go and satisfy whatever debt you owe, and go and do it. Why didn't you take my brother Ibrahim to Yoko? Why didn't you help him to police? But we believe that we'll build the country together. The fact that he had problem with his check that didn't go through, for those monies to come to government, he said, look, find a way and pay back. And he did pay. That is how you build a country. But because you want to be, it's a political phase. So you want to use that opportunity to persecute him, to calm him down. I can tell him down. I can tell you, Huntumi spirit is as high as this.
No. Yet remember that President Akufo-Addo said that look, they have committed a wrong. The double salary issue. He gave them an opportunity to pay back. Many of the extremists in the MPP said no, they should be prosecuted. That was a straightforward case. I don't want to mention it. But a lot of the leading NDC MPs who were ministers were caught in that web. Akufo-Addo said no. Why prosecute that large number of political class? No, it's not right. In any serious democracy, look at certain consideration. So what will be the gain if Haruna Idrisu, Amako Fibua, Mahama Yarega, and all others were thrown into jail? It was a straightforward case. Right. You've been paid double, you've taken it. We could have read dishonesty in it. We could have read fraud. But the government said no. So I don't want anybody to create the impression that this government is out there to attack its opponent. Perhaps, if the extremists allow space, there could be backroom engagement. There could be discussions to look
at the time. Na oye majority leader and na oni Elton John Broby sa interview na omote say honorable Titus Global so Ekasai confirming say they know them. He also mentioned names. Honorable your friend is saying Haruna Debbie Afenyuma Kenso Ebubudin na number can you imagine say and NPP prosecuted 32 members of the NDC and Anyankola and Pennyfor or the different bank account Eco Parliament not the different bank account Aqua Bemu no ajiha sa for 4 years and yes kaketwa but another Kufuado say o mining kanko MPP MPs and the animu Eco patch or momo and the omuachom na nu ye ba ye yes you yankeka ina deputy speaker no a oye MP no eti wo say mumfanko court now go on me say about 10 ministries any agencies Ghana ha by the time a John Mahama abemud bekwa wi no se scandal amaho amankrofo anko jila na John NDC amabemu
ebiane so ma na institution ni ho
me say se scandal ambaho ame ya nchioma na ndie na John Mahama wa amabemu and we are waiting for that day mamimi ahoma na kakra na eti for emrem